Okay, you're given this function where a and b are constants, a times x to the b divided by ln of x. And we want to find constants a and b such that f of 1/2 is 1. That means the point 1/2, 1 is on the graph. Here it is right here. And the function has a local minimum at x equals 1/2. Well, that's the same as telling you that f prime of 1/2 is equal to 0. We've got a horizontal tangent line at that point. So to find a and b, we need two equations where a and b are involved. So if this is f of x, f of 1/2 equals 1 means that if you put 1/2 in for x, you get a result of 1. So there's your equation right there. We're probably going to use the substitution method, so I would solve this for a by multiplying both sides by ln of 1/2, and then dividing by the coefficient of a, which is 1/2 to the b power. So there's an expression for a in terms of b. Now the derivative is a little more complicated. We have to take the numerator times the derivative of the denominator. The denominator times the derivative of the numerator, which the derivative of the numerator, a times b, reduce the exponent by 1. Oh, I don't know why I have this colon in here. Minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator, all over the denominator squared. Okay, and we want to know, when does that equal 0? Well, it will equal 0 when the numerator equals 0. In other words, I multiply both sides by ln of x, the quantity squared, and just get the numerator equal to 0. Notice that both terms of this numerator contain the expression a times x to the b minus 1. So if I factor that out, the factors for each term that remain inside the brackets are, from the first term, ln of x times b, and from the second term, minus 1. Now we want this to equal to 0 when x equals 1/2. I could have put the 1/2 in earlier, but a 1/2 to the b minus 1 times ln of 1/2 b to the minus 1, b minus 1 equals 0. When does that equal 0? When a equals 0, it would, but then the function would just be a constant f of x equals 0, so we're not going to do that. Is 1/2 raised to the b minus 1 power ever equal to 0? No. 1/2 to any power will never be 0. And that means that we want to know, when does ln of 1/2 times b minus 1 equal 0? Well, it equals 0 when ln of 1/2 times b equals 1, or b equals 1 over ln of 1/2. So there's b right there. And a equals, well, replace b with 1 over ln of 1/2. There's the value of a right there. Okay, and by the way, over here we have the Desmos graph of f of x is the blue line. There is a vertical asymptote at x equals 1 because ln of 1 in the denominator would be 0. I can't divide by 0. And this is a tangent line. If you visit the graph on Desmos, you can slide this point around and see different tangent lines. And at 1/2, 1, you can see a horizontal tangent line. And here's some other comments. Notice that right here I have a written this way. Ln of 1/2 is the same as ln of 1 minus ln of 2. But ln of 1 is 0. So another way to write ln of 1/2 is minus ln of 2. So there is another way to write a. And here's b. Another way to write it is 1 over minus ln of 2. Here's kind of proof F of 1/2 is 1. F prime of 1/2, horizontal tangent line. Turns out it's a local minimum. And there you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.